give me me. Gotta give me me. If you paying cash, you the real MVP. I keep working on staff, please respect the synergy. I could put you on blast, trying to steal the synergy. Your attempts are so weak, still standing on both feet. I told them my time is precious, they acting like Monique. I'ma think about design for that check like I'm Tinker. Ain't no getting over on me, even if you use your blinker. Made something out of nothing, let me testify. All that internet thugging gotta get rectified.
Everybody, if you click this video, you already know it is your girl Lalalovelaugh, and I'm coming to you today with an Arnell Armon inspired look. Pretty night out, fall, just glam in your face. Now, she did this look and I absolutely fell in love with it, so I kind of recreated it with my own colors. She used a really pretty brown lipstick. This is as brown as I got, so we're just gonna go with this. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Tell me, guys, what you want. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Snapchat. Of course, all my links are below, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Getting straight into it, I'm starting with the e.l.f. eyelid primer. I usually do not use eyelid primer, but because of the fact I'm using a really glittery shadow and I need something for it to stick to, I have to have a base in this case. And I didn't want to use my concealer. So I'm just taking the eyelid primer and wiping it in with my finger, patting it in just to make sure it's on there good and that my eyeshadow is going to stick. Next, what I'm doing is taking the Wet n Wild color icon in my e.l.f. blending brush. This is the palette Vanity is the one that this called. I believe I got this from CVS. And I'm taking the dark brown shade and I'm just using it as my transition color in this case. But I'm taking it in a V shape and I'm making sure I'm actually deepening my crease with that and really focusing on blending that out. Blending is going to be a big part of this video. So I'm taking the almond color or the light brown out of that same palette and I'm using it just to soften up that brown, especially right under my brow in the center of my eye, just so it doesn't look so harsh. And then the next thing, I'm going into my Profusion palette. The applicator is from the palette as well. I'm taking a mixture of both of the blues to kind of get the hue I want, spraying the e.l.f. misting spray or setting spray because I want to use this wet. She used it wet on, Arnell Armon used it wet on her video, and it just came out with such a pretty color. And I felt like it really made the difference when I tried to recreate this look, and it came out so pretty. Now be careful with glitter shadows. They get everywhere. They definitely get everywhere. I mean, it's definitely a pretty color, and this portion is sped up, but I definitely have to be careful with it. Now I went back in with the almond brown over the top again after I actually applied the blue, just because I wanted to make sure there were no just super harsh lines. I wanted the blue to kind of transition into the brown. So again, you guys see me inspecting everything. So of course, it's foundation time. My L'Oreal True Match in W4 and W3. Taking my I believe this is buffing brush from the Real Techniques collection, and I just spray that with a little bit of the setting spray. Again, I don't really use setting spray to set. I just literally use it for all wet things on my face to try to just give my face more moisture. And you already know the routine. It's just buffing it into your skin. A lot of times I have to go back. Make sure when you're doing your foundation, like you're inspecting your skin, you want to make sure you're getting it all in and you're covering all parts. You see, I'm being careful at the top of my head because baby girl has a frontal and we're not messing this up to do my makeup. And my eyebrows are already done on this video also, and I have eyelash extensions that I'll come to you in a later video about. So of course, if you want an eyebrow tutorial, that video is still up and you can see it at any point in time. And I'm getting lit. Y'all know I'm listening to music. I'm taking my LA Pro Conceal, and that's the color Classic Ivory with my fake little, what is this, faux beauty blender I got from Target. I'm just doing triangle shapes under my eye because I had a lot of fallout with that brown and a lot of glitter fallout. So again, hey, we got that setting spray. It's time to put that moisture back in that face and blend out the concealer. Now I do this in a very light patting motion because I'm not trying to pick up the product from my face. I just need it to just blend in, but I need it to stay. I think when I first started doing this, I would like wipe the concealer off of my face, which would delete the whole, not delete, well, yeah, delete and defeat the entire purpose of what I was doing. Now I just lightly pat it into the skin and make sure it's stuck on. And then I take my air spun. This is in the color translucent. I know I don't show you guys, but this is the same thing I use all the time, and I literally got some in my eyebrow. So I do let this sit for a couple of minutes, and then I just wipe it off with one of my I don't even know what this brush is or what it's called. It's just something I literally use just for this task, to just wipe away the powder. And I love the air spun translucent. It's like $5 at the Walmarts that do carry it, and it's absolutely amazing. I'm taking my e.l.f. This is the bronzer palette, I believe. I use a mixture of two colors to contour my face, and I'm taking the e.l.f. contour brush, and I am carving out those cheeks, honey. So again, my skin is two-tone, so when it comes to actually contouring, I have to use two different tones as well, two different tones of brown, but that's okay. We got to get it done. I usually use my e.l.f. angled brush, but I couldn't find that, so that's why you see me blending it out with this stippling brush, because I want it to look really, really, really flawless and natural, somewhat of an effective natural. So I'm just really blending it out and just not buffing, but yeah, just blending it out into my skin, because I don't want you to see the harsh lines from the contour brush, the way I apply it. So I'm just making sure that's blended all the way into the skin. Girl, them cheekbones is everything. Gotta make sure they there, because I really ain't got no cheekbones, so this is the only way I get them. And then, of course, because I told you guys I have eyelash extensions now. If you follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, you know that I only put a little bit of mascara on my bottom eyelashes. I'm using the MAC Falsies eyelash, just a sample that I got, and then I just comb it out with the Illegal Length from Maybelline. Y'all know that's like my all-time go-to drugstore brand. Love Illegal Length, and the brush is everything. But I'm going to come to you guys with details about my eyelash extensions. I absolutely love the girl who does them. She's amazing. She's affordable. And your girl is popping now with the eyelashes. Next, we are using, this is a dollar store brand, LA Colors. My best friend bought this for me as a joke, but I kept it because it was really nice. So this is a blush. It's called Toast. I really like it. It's kind of like a deep mauve-y red orange, but it looks really good, and it kind of gave my face a lot more color that it added on top of course, the contour. And I just blend that in with the same stippling brush as well. Next, I'm doing the lips. Now, if you guys seen Arnell Armon's video, she had a pretty chocolate on, so I'm using brown. This is from Nika K. And then I'm using the lipstick is Mochalicious from Wet n Wild, and I'm lining my lips because I want my lips to look a bit bigger, so I'm kind of overlining them a little bit because I want them to pop and look like just juiciness. Okay, so I had to make sure you know how you gotta do, ladies. So I'm taking my Revlon eyeliner and just lining my waterline. This was really, really hard. Like, I literally almost started crying. One eye was just so watery. I was like, oh my gosh. But I try not to cry with my eyelash extensions because it makes things complicated. But yes, just line the waterline, be done. Of course, we're going in with my Becca highlighter. Spray that face with that setting spray, honey, yes. And then take the fan brush and hit that nose, hit the bridge of the nose, and hit them sides of the cheeks, hit the top forehead, and hit them lips. I wanted my lips to, even though they was already popping, I needed the highlight on the lips to pop as well. And I believe this color is actually Opal from the Becca collection. And I definitely love this. And I hope you guys enjoy.